Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Justin Wolf from Wolf Customs, and this is my beautiful wife, Heather. And today is what we're going to do is we're going to look at a product by Pine Fire. Now, right out the gate, I just want to say that there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to frown upon this because they're looking at it and they're going to say, well, that's just fat wood. You can walk out into your woods or whatever and gather this stuff up yourself. Well, that is absolutely correct for most people. Where we live, no native pine. So for us to be able to walk out and get something like this, it's not going to happen. We have to purchase it. So if I'm going to purchase this stuff, I would much rather purchase from a small business rather than a large corporation. So that's exactly what we're going to do, is we're going to take a look at this. The other thing that's really nice about products like this is you can give this to a novice. This novice can open the bag, flick a bic, and have a nice sustainable fire just by what's in this content right here. They light this, throw on some extra wood, and you're good to go. Now, this Pine Fire, it is advertised as 100% southern fatwood. Now, I hear that the southern fatwood is just packed full of resin. So let's take a look at it and let's see if this actually works. All right, Heather, open her up and see what we got. So you got all kinds of stuff in there. You got shavings, you've got Maya dust, you've got chunks. Actually, there's birch bark and everything else in there. Now, the reason I'm going to let Heather do this is because Heather watches what I do and she participates, but she doesn't do it as frequently as what I do. So I could take something like this, use a ferro rod or a lighter, get a sustainable fire going, no problem at all. But if you really want to test something out like this, let somebody that may not do this kind of stuff all the time, or somebody that doesn't do it at all. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to give Heather this. I'm going to let her pull some of the contents out, light it with a lighter, and if she does really well with a lighter, then, you know, I might let her try it with a ferro rod and see how she does there. What kind of pieces are you going after?
Some of the feather sticks and maybe some of the chunkier stuff in here.
I'd probably go ahead and pull out a good amount. You know, I mean, let's really light it up and let's see what we got. We're not going to try to conserve it. We're gonna burn this whole bag. I just want to see how well it works.
Okay.
Yeah, get a few more of those feathers. There you go.
Like that?
Sure.
More, or you think
No, I think that's probably fine for a lighter test, don't you?
I think so.
All right, so I mean, you know, kind of adjust it however. I mean, I want you to do it how you would do it. Right or wrong, I want you to do it how you would do it, pulling it out of the bag, and let's see if it works.
Okay.
This video certainly isn't about doing everything proper or perfect technique. It's about testing out a product that's a surefire.
Right. Okay.
And I truly think that fatwood is the best surefire out there.
Did you give me a lighter that didn't work?
Just a suggestion, you might want to put that kind of on the underside and stack the other feathers on top of it.
Oh, really? Is that what I should have done?
Yeah, but I mean, the fact is look, I mean, even without good proper technique, you're still getting a fire going.
Right.
Now, how easy was that?
Very easy.
I mean, absolutely just no thinking about it, no processing the wood.
Right.
Let's say that it was wet right now.
Uh-huh.
That is the results you're going to get, even if it's wet or raining.
Right.
That stuff is packed with resin. It's waterproof, water resistant. You're going to pull it right out of the bag, get that, start stacking other wood on top of this thing. You're going to have a sustainable fire in no time at all.
Right. Yeah, and that was super easy.
Try to get it just a little bit closer. Try to get
Right.
some more powerful strokes on that rod.
Try this. Starting to.
Okay. It's all right. You're doing fine.
Thank you.
Do you know, have I ever taught you how to brace your rod and then strike down with the knife? I don't think I've showed you that, have
Wasn't
I?
it like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try that if you want.
Okay.
There you go.
Should I put it in more a little bit?
Probably.
Or? Probably. Like here?
Sure. Just be careful not to throw it everywhere.
Right. That's what I was worried about.
Okay, so not as easy for you with the ferro rod.
Right.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's change places and let's see how it, if I can do it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. You have more experience in it than I do.
Okay, come on over here. It is wanting to be rather stubborn, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Huh, something about that dust that's wanting to be stubborn. I smothered it. Jeez. Wow. It's kind of interesting. I wouldn't have expected that. Alright, so let's try a little bit of this birch bark that was in there and see if we have any better luck with that. Just a little bit more.
Yeah, that took right off.
Yeah, birch bark went just a little bit better, that's for sure. thing was seeing how easy it went with the lighter, you know, I mean, because the fact of the matter is everybody should be carrying their lighter on them and relying on their lighter before they rely on their ferro rod. You know, plain and simple.
Right.
I threw a heavy amount of it on there to see if it would smolder out or if it will keep burning with the resins and everything else. Doesn't like that, does it? People need to understand right now we're not trying to do anything proper. Okay, I'm not using a proper fire lay. I'm not trying to stack my fuel on here appropriately or anything. I'm literally trying to test this in a setting where I'm kind of pretending like I don't know what I'm doing, or you know, something along those lines, because that is what this product is going to be used mainly by, is people that are more novice or anything else, or in extreme wet weather conditions.
Would all the rain and the moisture that we have right now affect
It's
with
not
what
going,
it's doing?
No,
No?
not at all. I mean, you can see that the ground is cracking, so it's fairly dry. It's
Right.
damp underneath the soil, but it's not damp on the surface. And you've got, remember, you stacked all your shavings on that piece of bark, so
Right.
I would say it's working just fine.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think, Mrs. Wolf? Is this a product that newcomers should own?
I think so, yeah, because it worked perfectly for me.
Is this a product that experienced people should own?
You know, I mean, yeah, I think it'd be something good for everybody to have in their arsenal.
Exactly, because just like I said earlier, my favorite, personal favorite, Surefire is Fatwood.
Right, and we don't have that here.
So I think it's a great product,
I
and
think
for
so.
everybody that has Fatwood in their area, they need to just feel blessed that they have it. They really do.
Certainly. Oh, of course.
So anyway, guys, I'm going to put links in the description box of where you can find this and purchase it. And I strongly, I urge you to buy it from a small business like this, other than a large corporation. This gentleman goes out, harvests this himself. He doesn't, you know, have anybody that goes and does it for him. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and as always, have a good one.